Now you might be wondering, hey Jared, why do people even get celiacs or gluten intolerance in the first place? Well folks, it has a lot to do with genetics and the lost science of basic biology. Watch as I explain with the power of Punnett Squares. Each person has a set of dominant and recessive genes. We'll use height as an example. Let's say that you got somebody that's pretty tall, about 6 foot, all the ladies love him. And he marries somebody that's pretty short. We'll represent that by a small t. Now if we chart this out, you'll see that Dad gives each one of the kids the tall gene, and Mom gives each of the kids a recessive short gene. So if we figure all this out, all of the kids are going to have the tall gene and are going to end up being tall because of the dominant gene, but they also carry the recessive gene. But let's say that this guy right here marries an Italian woman, 100% Italian woman. Well, that changes everything. Now let's take a look at this happy couple. You've got the dominant and recessive gene for Dad, and let's just say you've got a dominant and recessive gene for Mom. Now if we chart this out, you will see that got dual dominant genes for about 25% of this. So this guy's going to be tall, and his kids are, no matter what. Now if you take a look, you'll see there's a 50% chance of Mom and Dad having the same genes as these two types of kids because they have the same thing, dominant recessive. But you've got a recessive right here, and you got a recessive right here. This means that there's a 25% chance that this kid is going to end up being short. And the dating world's not going to be fun for him. No, sir. While his other 5 siblings are going to be married with kids, he's going to suffer on dating apps, or what I like to call Protestant purgatory. He's just going to be ignored by shallow women who refuse to talk to anyone whose height starts with the number 5 because they like wearing heels. And he's going to spend like sleepless nights saying like, oh, will I ever find someone? Or do I have to embrace my gift of singleness just like Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 7? I am freaking sick of it. I mean, this guy is... I mean, of course, being celiac and gluten intolerant is a lot worse than being a few inches shorter. But, you know, speaking of which, let's just check on the gluten-free pizzas and see how they're doing. Hey folks, this is Jared Lundy, host of Late Night Snack. If you like that video, be sure to check out the full show where I teach you how to cook through comedy, whether you think it's funny or not. And if you like that, be sure to subscribe. Catch you later.